We are the Nerd Eternal Network.
I know I'm not the one. Don't fake it well, you don't belong to me.
Hello and welcome to Dire Bear. It's Tuesday night, so that's of course our Espergenesis campaign, Holocaust of the Ekajati. I'll be your GM for the evening, Jason, and with me is Sarah playing Cat, Jeremy playing Armanto, and Eric playing Adrian. It's weird. I took all that time learning how to pronounce Armanto, and then I stumble over Jeremy.
I think you wanted to say Deca, and then you just
Maybe
didn't.
so. I do tend to swap those two out with you without thinking about it.
And for what it's worth, I don't mind. You can call me either or.
Just hybridize them.
Oh no,
Jeremy
that I
and
might
or Deca.
take offense.
Act like one of you's the evil twin and we don't know which one's showing up.
Whichever one has facial hair.
Alright. Who recalls what went on last week?
Shenanigans.
Eh,
There's no about it. There was shenanigans.
We
I don't know. On the
continued-
level that you guys commit shenanigans sometimes, last week was tame.
Shenanigans that did not involve murder.
Somehow.
Armanto's favorite shenanigans.
Were they his favorite or just what he's most
Sometimes.
skilled at?
Yes.
But yes, you tracked down the mercenaries that Achillie had basically hired to, I guess, replace you, or he just had to have some security that he could trust. You guys have proven yourselves to be well-intentioned, but less than trustworthy as far as, helping him accomplish his goals.
Try and keep the old codger alive, and this is the thanks we get.
Yeah.
Well, he's like that. He's like that old relation that keeps, escaping the old folks' home.
God. I have spells for that,
But anyway, you tracked them down. Did a little breaking and entering, a little, hacking into their computers.
As you do.
You broke a few.
It was just entering, not really breaking with St. Yanni.
Yeah. considered-
Phasing and entering.
Yeah, there,
That's
yeah.
probably
All things
around here.
considered- All things considered, he was pretty nice about it.
Nothing shiny was stolen.
That we know of.
That probably just means there wasn't anything shiny there too. Still.
That's also true.
It was also working, so.
Well, Adrian
Also,
also had taken direct control of him, if I recall.
Yeah, well, I'll say as Adrian was at the helm, nothing shiny was stolen.
Assuming direct control.
That's their main
yeah.
difference. Yanni likes shiny. Adrian just likes information.
Yeah, more or less.
Well, I don't know. His doggos are pretty shiny.
I mean, the part of him that likes the shinies is literally Yanni.
Pretty much.
But you had managed to figure out what, or I think I can't remember if he had told you where he had dropped Achilles off, or if y'all just kind of figured it out.
He told us where he dropped off Achillie and. What's her name?
Let's see, what was her name? Tanna Verkle. A Dindus Esper.
Yeah.
Let's see. Cybermancer. You'd figured out she was a cybermancer.
Mm-hmm.
And one with quite a reputation, apparently. And I believe they had dropped him and her off on the Crucible orbiting the Sheriff system.
Yes.
Yeah, it was the
Sounds
one
about
in the system that they're in.
Well, the Mercs were a couple of days' travel. They were the next closest system to one with a Crucible. So yeah, we're gonna have like a couple day trip back.
Yeah.
And then we went to the Forge for Adrian to play with some stuff.
I think that was before we.
Yeah, y'all had done that before.
Marks.
Oh, okay.
And Adrian, Eric, did you find the? I put in the Discord how much the stuff was costing
Yes, I
after
did.
last week. Okay.
I had more than enough to cover the cost.
Yeah. I did
Meanwhile, I
notice.
went broke
I did
on
notice
my own.
money wise, qubits in this game are basically equivalent to silver pieces in D&D.
Yeah.
Everything was up by about a factor of 10. All right, so you talked to these guys, I think, while in orbit.
Mm-hmm.
I think you had already taken your ship up into orbit before you talked to them. So you have nothing else to do. If you have nothing else to do in this system, you can head back to Sheriff's. Assuming you want to follow Achilles' trail.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing else than to be like, what the hell, man?
While we're traveling, Armanta is like, should have fought one of those mercs. Not like to the death or anything. Just, see how tough they really are. He replaced us with them. I could have taken one of them, at least one of them.
Just be like bare knuckle boxing him or something.
No, with weapons, but just non-lethal.
Like that Russian sport where it's the full contact medial weaponry.
Yeah, exactly. See? The voice in this guy knows what I'm talking about.
Yes, it's
Why?
a forged sword, but I'm hitting you with the blunt side.
I'm slapping him with the side of it. Psh!
We'll give you both brooms.
She says this because she smacked me over the head with a broom this weekend.
Excellent. Excellent.
I then broke the broom and had to go by the person we were visiting another.
ECW. ECW. ECW.
When I was a kid, I had a broom that the top foot or so of the handle had broken off, and the actual broom part was all kind of splayed out.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my battle axe.
I've
This
done
one
that
does.
before. Yeah, yeah.
Because I made the handle just right for me to run around two-handed with it at whatever age I was at the time.
Yeah.
I used golf clubs.
My dad had golf clubs. I never did use them for much anything.
Really big sticks.
Yeah. There was a really tough looking guy. I could have fought that guy. You gotta show these people that they respect people who are able to fight.
You're sure about that?
Pretty sure. I have no idea, DM.
I'm not going to tell you.
They're basically more professional, like us.
Even Armando starts to speak and looks at you for a sec like, what? Even professionals need to cool their jets or let off some steam every now and again.
By just beating up a guy
Yes.
that's just like, hey, want to wrestle?
Yes, that is the best way to do it.
Boys are weird.
Do you not let off steam by just going into mixed combat with somebody?
No!
Wrestle me, cat!
She just like looks at him like, what weird alternate universe have I slipped into? And just walks away.
It's been a few days.
He has so much pent-up aggression.
Don't put a hole in the ship.
I have a forged weapon. That might happen.
It theoretically could.
Probably have purchased some kind of foam weapon, like a Nerf sword or something for it. Like, here, go to town, man.
Go see if Boff LARPs are still a thing.
Oh God.
Like those big, like, cylindrical punching mitt.
Mm-hmm.
Just get some out of those.
Sock and boppers. Every now and again, punch Adrian as he's like floating.
I wouldn't do that.
When he's floating, he got his head over in Yanni, so you pop him with it, and he just starts rotating in the air. All right. So there's a day of two of Armato wanting to wrestle everybody, and then you arrive back at Sheriff's.
Cabin
Eventually,
feeder.
Adrian just-
Gotta get him a fenced backyard.
Let's say eventually Adrian just gets annoyed, just like starts levitating up on the ceiling where Armato can't get to him.
It's like reaching in with a broom.
Get down here!
Like trying to get the cat off the top of the curtains.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, yeah. I mean, honestly, you joke, but I pretty much envision Adrian just basically the ship's cat at this point.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think
Aloof, does his own thing.
Y'all had your little monkey
Moody.
thing to Sweetie to be the ship's cat, I thought.
Yeah, see,
Sweetie
we were
is
going
Sweetie.
to go with that, but Sweetie has essentially attached to Armando like a limp. So...
Just chilling out on the rig. Just like this, every now and again.
Checking your head for lice.
There's a lot of it.
That's not canon. I don't accept this.
What? You're from Earth.
That's not canon, and that's racist.
Promethean.
I know.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. He doesn't dislike humans as long as they acknowledge his superiority.
Basically.
Alright, so you arrive back at the Crucible in the Shard system.
Mhm.
You've been here before. You just blooped through on your way to track down the mercs. So this will be the first time you've actually docked at the station.
Yeah.
Get hit with all the tourist stuff again.
What now?
Do
Oh,
we get
yeah,
hit with all the
actually, you did.
tourist stuff again.
It's only been a couple of days, so apparently you're still in the file because they're like, welcome back.
The cloak's back on again.
Gotta get a better VPN for the ship.
Well, they just, the transponder code, the name of the ship. But yes, you get another flood of, tourist attractions. And it's, pretty typical. I mean, every planet has got stuff that'd be neat to see.
Everybody needs to see the fountain in the middle. It's the biggest fountain in the galaxy.
Universe's biggest ball of yarn.
And then you find out Earth's the only place that's got yarn, so it's really just the world's
The
biggest
metaphor
ball of
goes away. What is this yarn you speak of? Armato holds up a yarn ball. They automatically start trying to bat at it.
If they're Valna.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Alright, so you get docked with the station, or with the Crucible. And this is a relatively big, Sharis is considered, let's see. Okay, it is considered a minor system. But it's still decent, the city and the Crucible is still decent size given that it's on the trade routes and has a Crucible.
Mm.
But
Armato does what he does every time. Just takes a couple laps around the park.
You're not impressed with their park. I mean, they've got one, and there's a greenery, but it's like they've got one because you're supposed to have one, not because anybody really cared about it.
It's like a strip, like that big, relatively speaking, with like 2 trees, and that's it.
It's a few more. It's a few more trees. They've got like a little pond in the middle, but it's almost perfectly round. It's like somebody was checking all the boxes, but there was no real design flair to it.
One
Pond
pond.
check. One pond, 4 trees, a squirrel. Okay, we're good.
Benches. A few birds, a few squirrels. Or their equivalents.
Some kind of statue to a hometown hero.
It's secretly Armando, but he doesn't know.
Armando is the hero of Canton.
But do they call him Jane?
Oh, jeez.
No, they call him Armando.
It's a super dignified pose that he doesn't even know. He doesn't even do regularly. It's like...
Like looking at the statue like...
Do you have a twin?
No, I don't think so. I didn't really know my family, so...
Points at the statue. Lies.
The statue's a very generic humanoid figure.
They all look
But it looks like
alike.
he may be wearing a rig, so it might have been some kind of symbol.
Hi, Hall.
Hello.
Ah, we
hello
have a
there.
Patrick, and thus we have a hole. You have returned to the Crucible in the Sharis system, which last week was where you found out the mercenaries had dropped off Achillie.
Ah.
We were just describing how generic and uninspired their park is, as Armando's jogging around it.
Okay.
It's a minor system, so they're not super fancy.
We just came from the capital, so it's...
Everything.
It's especially kind of, blah compared to that.
Yeah.
There are several other joggers out there.
On your left.
You get weird looks because, you're jogging but wearing like a full cloak.
Full armor and everything.
Why is this bush just chasing
Tink,
people?
tink, 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 tink.
Well, I thought I
Why
saw a
is it
dude run
cloak?
past me, but it's just a bush rolling off in the distance. I don't know. It's a tumbleweed.
Reminds me of spring.
Oh yeah, Patrick, did you in the Discord after game last week? Did you see where I put up the cost and stuff for what you were wanting?
Let me go back to the Discord. I saw like a big long stream. Okay, I see. Okay, armor with the protection.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, yeah.
I wasn't
That's-
sure what armor you were putting it on.
I was going with the basically the fancy, the nicest, like the nano weave. I believe that's what it's called. Really, because the differences in AC, like costs, are kind of ridiculous.
Hmm. But yeah, the other protection gives you a +1 on AC and save. So
Yeah.
The D&D equivalent is usually a ring or something or an amulet. There's no reason you can't put it on armor.
I believe, much like Armando, I'm broke as hell. Indeed, I am. We have enough ship costs that can actually cover that. That's
Well, that's weird because I thought you should have some money of your own because I don't think you've spent.
yeah. I actually
Cool.
do. Truth is, though, I don't think I've been keeping track of it like I should.
Ah.
So that's probably why.
Shame. Shame.
Shame.
Shame, shame, shame.
Shame of fools.
Alright, so anyway, our motto is jogging. What are the rest of y'all doing? Start off with Hull. Hull, what would you be doing in the station?
One of the things I could be doing is, how does that spell actually work again?
Alright, well,
It's my giant guardian one that's got that towering guardian. Here,
how big a robot are
A
you about to
Gundam?
make in this station?
actually, it's a summon.
Oh, okay, so it just kind of poofs out.
You have to have
Yeah, it's activation concentration for up to 1 hour. Range 90 feet. It takes a minute to do.
Doesn't it require like so much metal or something or materials?
Yes, that's what I'm looking into.
So you're going out and buying scrap.
Yes.
Is the
Essentially,
car full of old soda cans.
AKA Jason's car.
Hey.
Damn.
That's nobody's business.
Damn.
Wow, I wonder how Hall died, guys. Weirdest damn thing. There was a meteor on the station.
Rock falls, Hull dies. There.
Sucked out into the vacuum of space.
Too bad
There
Adrian
you
wasn't there. Oh, look, there you go.
Bye.
So what is Kat doing now that you arrived on station?
ShadowNet ID to try and hunt down where Achillie may have gone, and probably assisting in any other espionage type activity.
Oh, roll me a gather information.
I'll roll you investigation.
That's what I mean.
Well, poop. She apparently fell and hit her head while trying to use the computer.
Yeah. Something.
Please take your mask off when you're trying to use the computer.
No, her mask is on, but it's like backwards or somehow.
She's wearing it like a 90s baseball cap.
Alright, with a 4... Man. Well, with a 4 you gather, you managed to successfully investigate nothing.
She gets distracted by cat videos.
Jim walks by and sees where you've got multiple browser windows up, and yeah, it's like you hit Wikipedia and just went down the rabbit hole.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's neat. What's that?
She's researching the Bolarolas.
She's.
Bolarola videos just on every tab.
You're going through, and then you found TV tropes, and then you were just gone.
You got a Bolarola playing the
Essentially.
piano.
Bongo Bolarola.
Hey, one surfing. Neat.
There's a skeptical Bolarola. There's a grumpy Bolarola.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dramatic turn Bolaroida. Yeah, but she'll be assisting with any other, like, gathering of information, if anyone else does any.
Oh no, she's busy. Armanto. Oh, not Armanto. Oh, no, we covered Armanto. Adrian, the other A name.
Yes.
What is Adrian going to do here on station?
Well, he is probably going to be just honestly relaxing for a little while. Maybe just going over all the data he put together from having built that pistol.
Okay.
And just seeing if there's any way he can maybe refine.
You probably have a few ideals. You're not super familiar with some of the techniques they were using. You know, you are still in the process of learning kind of the science behind what they were doing. Where the initial one you built, you just kind of built using their blueprints.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, you're kind of still in the reverse engineering aspect of it.
Makes sense.
But that is certainly something he could be working on, and it's the sort of thing he might tinker with as a way of relaxing.
Yeah, absolutely, he would.
You know, Armando walks by, wrestle me, and he's sitting there with his computer up, and you know, a drink with an umbrella.
He's
Armando
jogging.
goes-
He's not gonna fight.
Yeah. Armando goes by, wrestle me, and Agent's just like, no.
No. Stop. It's that gif of stop. Get some help.
Basically, yeah.
Do we have to have a counseling session for Armando?
But nobody but him's qualified on the ship to run one.
He's just talking in a mirror.
You just sit him down in a chair, sit the mirror in front of you.
Like, look, we're gonna need you to have a talk with yourself.
That'd be something.
You hand him a sign that says intervention written backwards, and then y'all stand around the mirror.
We just don't want to wrestle you, man.
So your first day on the Crucible, not super productive. Now Hull's not going to have any problem finding the scrap he needs to have on hand. The raw material that he needs to create his towering guardian or whatever it was called.
The Gundam.
It's a Gundam!
The Gundam, essentially.
It's tiny for a Gundam, but it's huge
Yeah,
for us.
it's...
Yeah, it's like one of the Pat Labor mix or something.
Yeah. But looking at it, because unlike Killbot, which can last for 24 hours, this one only lasts an hour, though.
Just be careful not to lose concentration.
Yeah. Because that's the other advantage Killbot has, is the fact I don't have to... Basically, he's literally just a summons.
Yeah.
This one seems to be more like an actual, like...
If you lose concentration, we're also fighting the robot.
If your country is broken, the Guardian doesn't disappear. Instead, you lose control. The Guardian becomes hostile toward you and your companions.
It's like summoning a demon in D&D.
Aramoto,
Summoning an
wrestle it.
elemental. It's like summoning an elemental.
Aramoto, challenge it to a flex-off.
I mean, I'm gonna win.
I mean, it's big, but it's got no form. It's not cut, just large. Alright. On your second day. Oh, does Armando talk to any of the other joggers?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
He's a friendly guy. He's just intimidating looking. In his armor, rig, and cape.
That's true. Sentinels can come off as a little intimidating.
Mm-hmm.
Are you armed while you're jogging?
Not that they would know.
Okay. So you don't have any visible weapons. So that calms them a little
Correct.
bit. Except for the ones that kind of know how Sentinels actually work.
They see like studs in my arm, like, hey, wait a minute.
I think he's packing.
Dun dun dun.
I'm just like this, like, oh hey, how's it going? I like slow my pace way down for everybody else, so I can like.
You've got a couple people that can probably hold their own,
Yeah.
but they don't.
No, they don't.
There's a mixed species on the station. Quite a few humans, because Sheris is pretty close to Sol.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, not sure what species is supposed to be dominant on it, but
Melting pot.
yeah, to some degree. I mean, it's the Crucible itself, so it's kind of going to be the high volume traffic spot in this system.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you get the couple of them that do talk to you, ask you, where you're from. You get a couple of compliments on the cape.
Thanks. I found it on the system, interestingly.
Thanks,
But
I
it's
took
the
it
only
after I
one.
shot
It's the
at the
only.
old guy.
I didn't shoot him. Everyone else did.
Aramoto did not shoot me. He cut him down with a sword.
Actually,
I wasn't there for that session, so I did not.
yeah. I think
With
he
the
may-
hunter?
No, I missed that session.
I think he was there for the session that y'all showed up at the house, but not the actual assault.
Okay.
Correct.
I think y'all still had Francis running around with the plasma sword of OP.
Miss that sword.
You never.
We all miss that sword.
Armando misses that sword the most. No, he's just taking it easy. He will calm the rest and say, "Hey, if you guys need anything, let me know. I'll just be over here in this mundane-looking park.
Okay. Everybody give me... Oh, no, don't give me. What is your... Let's see. What is your passive perceptions?
Everyone.
14 now. 14.
Mine is 15 as well.
Mine is... That should be... Hold on. That's literally just your perception plus 10, correct?
Your
Correct.
perception score plus 10, yeah.
Okay, then... I did it. That's one I haven't changed in a while.
Let's see here.
Okay, because I don't... Yeah, that's understandable. Okay.
Looks like it's 13 on your character sheet.
Yeah, it's 14 now.
Okay.
Engineer Intelligence Base 2?
Do what now?
So is Engineer Intelligence Base 2?
Wisdom.
Hmm.
Cybermancer's intelligence based.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Using computers
Okay.
is intelligence, but like the mechanic stuff is wisdom.
Right.
Yes.
Alright. So Kat and Adrian have the highest.
Damn, Prometheans.
There are a fair number of Prometheans on the station. But it's because, like humans, this is probably the closest system to Earth. Not that that means a whole lot when you're jumping using crucibles.
Damn Prometheans. They ruined Promethea.
You think you notice a few Prometheans watching you. Not staking out the ship, just paying extra attention to you as you go about your business. It's not that you see the same faces. It's not that anybody is following you, per se. They just seem to be paying you a little more attention than they pay other people. They look at you a little bit closer than just the subtle nod when you walk into a room, of acknowledgement.
Is this just them, or is it like the all of us?
Oh, just those two.
Gotcha.
Don't need to go send Yanni, it's somebody.
You're noticing this too.
Yeah, they're not exactly subtle.
They're trying to be.
It's like, we're not judging you, but we're judging you.
You think it's some reason, like Achilles is like, hey, watch out for these jackasses.
I mean, it honestly wouldn't put me past the guy. I wouldn't put it past the guy, but still.
I don't know. Is Achilles really the sort that would call you jackasses?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've never heard the man use any sort of profanity.
When he was younger, he did swear on the show.
These
He
rude
did
children.
not. It was for children. Maybe the first season or two before they realized children are the main demographic.
In the bloopers, when he accidentally hammered his hand while trying to get an artifact out.
Yes, if you find online blooper reels, you could probably find some, yeah.
Pah! Son of a bitch!
But you can do that.
He said bitch.
You can do that for the Thundercats cartoon.
Yeah.
Those guys got a little raunchy between takes.
A little.
Do we want to see if they're looking for us because of Achilles or because of dear old Papa?
Well, if your dear old Papa is smart, he knows what's gonna happen if he does that.
He's related to me, and I've been pulling some pretty dumb shit for the past year, so...
So translation, yes. Go figure it out.
I'll look in the dark web, and you check the other places you check.
So in other words, stalk anybody and everybody with whereas effectively a trans-dimensional robot. Yanni!
I'll tell Yanni I'll give him extra wrenches later. I'll find one, I'll tie a bow on it.
There is probably pats on her head for that.
I expected that.
Well, actually, you haven't had direct control of Yanni. Or, you know, you haven't talked about using direct control of Yanni. So, who knows what he's wandered off and looked for?
He takes direct control of Yanni, and is going to go send Yanni after one of those people that seem to be kind of stalking him.
Alright, you jump into Yanni's head. He's admiring some little bracelet thing that he's wearing. That you don't know what it is.
Okay. Agents are like, alrighty. Yeah, you can just add that to your stash later. And he's going to have Yanni follow our resident stalker, as it were.
Oh, that's what's going to happen the next time y'all are on your ship.
Yanni is secretly a dragon, and he's developed a horde.
Well, developing a horde. Yanni's got his stash where y'all can't get to it, but the monkey can.
It's gonna be a Pokemon battle between Yanni and the monkey.
Yanni, I choose you!
Oh, good grief.
Unfortunately, Yanni's got 1 hit point, so the monkey just walks up.
Yanni does not, actually.
Yanni can also, like, phase out of
Yanni
the material
has
plane.
Let's say Yanni has 13 and is resistant to pretty much every single common form of damage.
I thought he had 1 hit point one time.
Well, yeah, that's because you hit him for really hard.
Oh, okay.
But not immune.
No,
That's
not
resistance
immunity.
is not immunity.
But he is resistant to most common forms of damage.
Alright, so who are you sicking Yanni on? Because like I said, it's just been a mishmash of people you've seen.
Whomever it is that he happens to see at this current time, following them or keeping an eye on them.
Okay. Once y'all move on from wherever it's at, you know, the Cinnabon, some other restaurant, whatever. Yanni sees that guy pull out his data pad and send a text. I think I've seen who you're looking for. They were, you know, gives the location and kind of what direction he saw y'all heading out the door. And then, you know, like a timestamp.
He'll pause and send a message to everybody else like, well, we got people looking for us again.
Did you, like, get who he was sending it to?
Give me a second.
Yanni, go Yanni.
Does he put that data pad down at any point?
He slides it back into his pocket.
Okay.
Think of it as one done up kind of cell phone style, you know.
Alrighty. Makes sense. Well, next time he can, Yanni is going to make an attempt at yoinking that.
Okay. It would be basically a pickpocket roll, I guess. Because there's not room in the pocket for him to appear in it, so, you know.
Yeah, so it'd be contested sleight of hands, I assume.
Isn't that all under stealth now?
Oh, there's a sleight of hand. And
Okay.
Yeah, sleight of hand is a roll.
They have sandwiched a lot of stuff together, but
Yeah.
Cat could try to maybe yoink it too.
so it'd be his sleight of hand versus
Perception, probably.
Dexterity versus perception, probably.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I would think so, yeah.
Okay. Would this be at any kind of advantage because the dude's invisible right now? I say the dude because Yanni's invisible right now.
I'm going to say no, just because with the pickpocketing, it's about getting into the pocket and back out without them feeling it as much as anything.
Fair enough.
Well, once he gets in, he could just beep.
True.
That's true. Once he has a hand on it, yeah, he could teleport back to.
10.
12. He kind of slaps at his hand and then looks around surprised when he doesn't see anybody.
Really big fucking mosquitoes.
And then he just...
Did Yanni get a hold of it though?
No, he beat you.
No.
So as soon as he
Okay,
started
yeah.
jiggling into the pocket, it's like, slap!
Yeah, so when he slaps, Yanni will go incorporeal, so he slaps through Yanni.
And he kind of looks around surprised and then tries to act like, tries to act like he didn't just slap his thigh for no reason in a corridor.
Saw a funny video.
And just kind of hustles on.
Okay.
But now he's walking with his hands in his pockets.
Right. Yanni's gonna follow him.
Oh, follows him back to an apartment.
He has to sleep at some point.
At some point.
And Yanni does not.
So, he walks on, he kind of glances around before he goes into his room. He's still on edge, apparently.
Yeah.
Shuts the door. I'm sure Yanni just phases through. Watches him as he sets all these locks.
Huh.
And then system locks his door.
Okay.
Well, I guess if this is his regular apartment, I guess he'd already have his system locked and could just use it. Never mind, forget I said it.
Extra paranoid.
Still though. Good to know.
Inside, looks like he's lived here a while. The place is kind of a mess.
Okay.
Not a mess it's lived in.
Empty food containers laying over to one side. Just the works.
Okay, maybe it is a mess.
Okay.
But, he's got... It's not a decent computer setup by your standards.
Mm-hmm.
But for an average Joe, it looks like he's got a decent little setup.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Oh, you're good. So... he's gonna wait until the dude goes to sleep.
Okay. So for the rest of that day, what are the rest of you doing?
Hey, Cat, do you want to see that pond at the park?
The really lame one that's like a perfectly round circle.
Yes.
You know what? Sure. Let's go look at a pond. I'll
All right.
try and observe anyone else that might be eyeballing us.
Okay, I'm gonna lead Cat to the pond, and I'm going to sit down. My rig's gonna glow a little bit, and I'm gonna meditate, or
Okay.
try to do like meditation that I've seen on TV. Since see if it works.
It's a horrible idea to bring Cat along.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
Nah.
Just like,
See Aramonto.
what are you doing? What are you doing?
Aramonto's just taking it. You can't damage him with your fists.
Pulls
Done.
out the sniper rifle. No,
Non-flammable challenge accepted.
what are you doing?
Oh, why can I see that happening?
She'll eventually put a post-it note on the rig somewhere, went to get Cinnabon, be back soon.
The monkey grabs it off.
Eats it and runs off. Yeah.
But I'm just meditating. I just brought Cat along to just kind of look at the pond. The rig's still
Undulating light.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to say it because I've said it like 50 times this campaign, and I showed up at the tail end of this campaign.
You got loud.
So
there for a second.
it's your word of the campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Undulating.
All right.
I basically have Cat watching my 6 while I do this.
She'll come back with like Cinnabon at some point, just be sitting on a bench.
I know this is a minor
Fine.
system. Did Cinnabon set up a?
It's like an off-brand Cinnabon.
They have Starbucks in like podunk towns. I'm sure they set up a Cinnabon somewhere.
Oh no. Off-brand Cinnabon, how dare you.
The horror! The true big bad villain of the campaign.
Store brands.
Actually, some store brands are pretty good.
Yeah, they've gotten better. All right.
She'll probably just be sitting at a bench eating, reading something on a datapad.
Trashy romance novel.
Probably actually just trying to be like, okay, I've got to figure out what Achillie is. No more getting distracted by, ooh, a Bolarola.
Eventually, your Yanni's target goes to bed.
Mm-hmm.
He'd been on the computer. He was doing some cybersecurity work for somebody. You make note of who it is, but it's nothing and nobody interesting.
Got it.
Apparently, he works from here.
How do you live here, man?
Might not be working from here for very long. I mean,
Drops a wrench on him.
gong. No,
He's taking too long to sleep. Ping.
basically.
It's critical when he's asleep, right?
No, Yanni is going to, once he's asleep, he's going to go look for that data pad.
Yeah, you find he leaves it in his pants when he takes his pants off before he goes to bed.
Okay. So he'll take hold of the data pad, and then he will go over to this guy's computers and try to see what's on it.
Okay, give me a computer roll.
Computer roll. I'll say before I do, Adrian will use Black Hat
Okay.
to give him that advantage.
There is a system lock you get through. You have no trouble. getting
Okay.
through it.
Right, so I have to use Black Hat anyway to even get in.
Yes.
So 16.
Oh, let me roll. See how good his security is. All right, so we got a 13.
Okay.
I think you may have both rolled single digits.
Yeah, I rolled an 8.
He rolled a 9, and you're, better than him, but he's not incompetent, He's got decent security. You get through without too much issue,
Okay. So I gotta figure out what the heck he's doing.
If you don't ruin him here today, he might have a bright future ahead of him in this business. You get on the data pad. There's nothing super incriminating.
Mm-hmm.
The message he sent is basically to a let's see, for lack of a better way to put it, kind of an email server, sort of email setup service. That's what I'm looking for. Situated in the ShadowNet.
Okay. Interesting. Can he access it through this guy's terminal?
Through this guy's terminal, I would say you could get onto his account, his mailing account or whatever. Give me another roll.
Okay.
Okay.
25.
Yeah. You don't have the full run of the ShadowNet or anything, but you manage to log on with his system. You can log on, and it's a you see his previous messages. It's in reference to something that he ran into on basically a forum. You can access that forum, and there's people asking for information on you and Kat. Let's see, would it be just you and Kat, or would it be... Actually, because pretty much the entire crew ended up on her cousin's ship. And they all already had pictures of most of you anyway. So it's people asking for information on basically the entire crew. With the whole masks you and Kat wear, it probably makes you even more distinctive.
Yeah.
I mean, Armanto in his leaf cloak, yeah.
Leaf cloak and undulating rig.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this guy can't access... There's areas of this forum this guy can't access, but there seems to be a lot of activity on it.
How much activity are we talking here?
Oh, you're seeing you're seeing posts and like every one of them, every post you kind of look at the heading for. It's been updated. Somebody has posted in it within the last few hours. He doesn't know why they're interested in you, but there's a reward if their information proves to be useful.
Useful to who?
You get a screen name of who he's talking to, but you have no idea who that is. There's no information.
Okay.
And it's not a huge reward. It's a few hundred qubits. Should the information prove useful. But, it's enough that people will, for not having to do anything more than notify him that he's seen you and give that kind of basic information, it's a decent little something.
Well, your dad's lowballing. You're tracking you.
I'm almost insulted.
You would know. Kat would know that if you mention this to her, Kat would know that this is not an unusual tactic because it makes it very hard to trace back to anybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because the people doing it have no idea who they're giving this information to. They usually pay with some sort of cryptocurrency kind of thing. So
Stupid Bitcoin.
it's Qbitcoin.
Alright guys, it's nice knowing y'all.
It wasn't me. Yeah. Adrian will just sort of poke Kat and go, I didn't know the ShadowNet was this extent.
Honestly, it's mostly just Bolorola pictures.
And pictures of people hunting us down. And paying a few hundred qubits.
Only a few hundred.
Yeah, a few.
Insulting.
Would
Would she recognize the screen name?
Oh, you don't recognize this one, no.
Guys,
She would still have her cousin.
Just kidding.
She would still have her cousin's contact information. She'll try and reach out to her cousin and be like, hey, do you know anything about this? Is it you? Are you lowballing?
By the next morning, you still haven't gotten a response from her.
Rude. Well.
Well, your father was warned what would happen if this kept up.
He hasn't. We don't know 100%. I'm not saying it's outside of the realm of possibility. I'm not saying he's the kind of person who wouldn't do it, but there's no profit in it. He just wants information. He doesn't want physical people. For all we know, it could be Achillie doing it. It could be someone from the defense force. It could be some of those weirdos from the forums.
That's true. Y'all do basically have like fans.
Armanto will regularly actually check that and just make sure they're not getting too out of hand.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of
Offered
conspiracy nuts trying to
counseling.
figure out why y'all keep popping up in weird stuff.
You know, I'd like to know too.
And then the one guy that keeps pulling up these old historical photos of people that look like you. Immortal
statue's
time
one of them.
travelers, he's not sure.
The statue in the Crucible here is like one of the people that looks like Armanto.
Alright, so how y'all going about your investigation?
Well, Adrian is gonna wait until this dude wakes up.
Yanni just like right in front of his face, invisible.
Basically.
No, you know, the next morning the guy gets up at he gets up at the crack of 10:30.
I will say though, before he does, Adrian will use Yanni to dispel effect to destroy the system lock on his computer,
Okay,
and he's going to put his own Class 5 system lock on.
that's you're pretty sure it's gonna be way above this guy's league.
Okay. And so when he wakes up, Yanni's just going to stay incorporeal and hover near him. See what he does.
He gets up, he picks up one of those discarded containers of food and kind of sniffs it. Better not. You know,
This is getting too real.
goes to the refrigerator, gets something. You get to see him eat breakfast. Kind of look at his shower like, maybe later.
Okay.
Stop adding me, Jason. Stop adding me.
But pretty quickly he sits down to his computer and nothing's. We won't let him in. He ends up pulling out some other equipment, plugging it into it. And, it's a Class 5 system, like he can't. He can't get in. He seems to realize. You see him just kind of put his hand on. He seems to realize that his system lock isn't on there anymore. At which point he jumps up and runs to his door and kind of checks it. When the effect on the door is still there. Let's see. What did Yanni do with his data pad?
Oh, Yanni hit it.
Okay. There's plenty of places to hide it in his room.
And by hit, I mean he's currently holding on to it while incorporeal.
Guy runs over, starts checking his pants for his data pad.
Oh god, he's still in his underwear.
He's wearing boxers. It's okay. You've seen him start to panic now. He goes over to his closet. He digs out an older data pad. He brings it up. Yanni sees him basically checking security footage. He has a camera or two set up in this crappy apartment.
Okay. Well, Yanni's invisible while he does
Oh,
this,
yeah.
so-
He's not seeing nothing.
A floating data pad.
He does freeze it, or at the little part where he sees the pants move. Where Yanni was reaching in and pulling it out.
Yeah. I'll say while he does, as he freezes that, pretty much behind his head, there's going to be, "Good morning, Dave."
Oh, Jesus.
He shrieks and just kind of turns around and, you know, with the pants he's holding, turns around and just kind of swipe or... No, he had the old data pad. Just kind of swipes with the data pad like he's, you know, like he's trying to hit somebody behind him.
Because Yanni's incorporeal right now. "I see you've been digging into things you weren't supposed to, Dave."
Cat just like sitting there.
Who are you and why are you calling me that?
Oh, we all code down here, Dave.
Good night, folks.
Like, he was like, "Who I am is of no importance. What matters is the kettle of fish that you've thrown yourself into.
What?
Because it makes you very easy to shoot."
I don't even think his
Oh,
name's
shooting a
Dave.
barrel fish. Okay, I've heard that expression. It's an old human expression, isn't it?
Mhm.
I mean, who would shoot fish anyway? Look, man, what do you want? What have you done to my rig?
"I have done what I needed to do, Dave."
Why do you keep calling me that?
Because Dave is the appropriate term for a little insignificant meatbag.
Okay.
We apologize to all the Daves watching.
My
know.
middle name.
You know, he sets the data pad. I don't know what I've done to piss you off, but I'm sorry. And if you'll tell me what it is, I won't do it again.
Who have you been contacting, Dave?
I work with a lot of folks.
You have been stalking those that I happen to owe a friendship to, Dave.
I ain't been stalking nobody now. I mean, I don't hardly leave here except to go get food.
And yet you contacted people about their appearance,
He
Dave.
hangs his head. Oh, this is about those folks in the masks, isn't it? Look, I don't even know who they are. There's just a reward out for any information. I mean, it's not even that much money. I just said, hey, I've seen them.
It's like, I just need the pizza money, man.
Cinnabons ain't cheap.
Yeah, damn right.
Look, it's somebody on the shadow net. I don't even know who it is. Apparently these guys are dangerous. Clearly,
They are
We're
only
dangerous.
dangerous. They're only dangerous to those that draw their ire.
and he slowly reaches forward, starts kind of waving his hand through the air about where he's hearing the voice.
It's still incorporeal, so it doesn't matter.
What are those things? What is Yanni called? What are those things called?
Yanni is a power sprite.
Power sprite. Okay. Look, man. How do I make this good? I don't want any trouble. I don't know if you're here, if you've just sent a sprite. I don't know what's going. And he has slowly backed up until his back's against a wall while he's been talking.
You will cease your investigation of my friends. And if you see any further posts on the ShadowNet about them, you will forward them to this address. And he will get basically a dummy account, one of the dummy accounts Adrian has.
Okay.
So long as you do this, I will not scramble your rig into useless scrap.
Hey, man. Yeah, that's fine. Hey, he jots down or grabs the data pad and puts in the... Yeah, don't do nothing to my rig, man. That's my livelihood. Hey, I got rent.
My rig? You can do that to mine?
I want to scramble his rig.
Perhaps you might graduate out of the Dave moniker after all.
Yeah, man. Ain't no Daves here.
I sincerely hope so. And Adrian will pull all of the information out of this guy's data pad that Yanni is holding. And right in front of this guy's feet, he will drop the data pad so it clatters to the ground right by his feet.
Yeah, he kind of jumps.
And he will let go of the system lock on the guy's rig, and Yanni will teleport back to the ship. But after going, I'll be watching Dave.
What do you have against people named Dave?
At that point, AJ just like shuts back, looks at him, and is like, "Have you ever seen Space Odyssey?"
Yes, I
Dave
have.
ever done to you?
I understood the reference. It's just weird.
My cousin Dave is quite cross with you now.
No, I mean, honestly, it worked. The dude practically shat himself.
Yeah.
Look, he's just a little baby hacker, and now he's got ghosts in his apartment. It's
You should have had Yanni just kind of rattle the wrenches together.
This is why I go out fully armored out and everything. Because if they're going to hit me, they better not miss.
Well, a big portion of your rig is kind of implanted anyway.
Yeah, it's like, well, my rig is like the shoulder pieces to like what would be most people's armor. So I have to, like, every armor piece I get, I have to kind of retrofit it to the rig.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Fine.
All right, so Adrian has found this information out for you. There's as far as the data he got off that guy's data pad it's nothing.
It's nothing we haven't seen already.
Right, it's really nothing useful other than here's the guy that he was basically mailing about y'all. No indication if it's your father and the company, if it's Achillie, if it's the Primarin. Who else have y'all pissed off?
Shadow Technocracy.
The list.
It could be anybody on your list. You don't know.
You gotta go down and just call everyone up. Hey,
Oh,
how you
good
doing?
lord. Oh, good lord! I'm getting flashbacks to our like Roman or your pagan Earth game where we just had the list.
Oh yes.
The list, we actually had like a list of people. Okay, these are our arch enemies. We killed this guy. We actually had to write a guy's name on there twice because we had killed him, but he got brought back as a lich.
So they crossed his name off and then found out we got to put it back on there.
Okay, I'm back.
He was the first guy on the list, I think.
Yeah.
All right.
So what was the story with that guy? Why were you being all weird to him?
Oh, him. Well, apparently there's I hesitate to say a hit out on the Shadow Net of people looking specifically for Cat and I, and it's been picked up by a significant number of people. So I put what is effectively the fear of God into the guy, and now he, probably under duress, works for me under threat of me completely destroying his rig.
Interesting. Patrick, you're, like, breathing really hard into the mic.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
I think it's just kind of where I lower it. I don't have it low enough. Maybe that's what it is. So I think, because how I usually have to do it, I keep the mic right next to my mouth, just because I know I'm usually quiet.
You've been pretty good today.
Knock on wood.
It's not it's a little rough, but it's not like skipping. You can actually make everything out.
Mm-hmm.
I probably jinxed it by pointing this out, but anyway.
You totally did.
He's now disconnected.
But anyway, so
I don't see it.
that's you. That's what you usually sound like.
Mm.
While y'all are talking about this, you actually get a message from the guy.
Okay. And he just goes, hold that thought.
That was fast.
Because you had specifically mentioned to him and truthfully, this might have been information found in his system anyway. Mm-hmm. But in addition to you and Kat, they're looking for the entire crew. You and Kat were the ones he happened to see. Because your masks made it, easy to pick you out.
Got it. New masks. End of the campaign. New masks.
Yeah, Adrian will just go. Huh. Alrighty, so they're looking for all of us, not just Kat and I.
Yay!
The Roustabout is also mentioned, but he ain't going anywhere to the dock, so he didn't know about the shooting.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
Come to think of it, with all the people you guys pissed off over the however long you've been a thing, you could also just be the fan club.
I highly doubt it.
I'm just saying, it's a possibility.
With the amount of money involved, yeah, it is a possibility. Some conspiracy guy could be doing this just as a hobby.
That would explain how they know where we are at a scarily fast rate.
I've never encountered the weaponized concentration of internet stuff.
The true big bad of the campaign, the internet.
The true big bad of the campaign is Reddit.
Fair.
Adrian's sitting in the background. Don't give me ideas.
But anyway, you figured out why people were looking at you funny.
Were they looking at all of us, or just?
Well, Kat and Adrian noticed people watching him. That's all.
Yeah, I didn't notice. That's why. I'm just like, Kat, you were watching me while I was meditating. Did anyone look at me weird?
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I was mostly looking at Bolorolo pictures and eating Cinnabon. I mean, I was watching if anyone would have come up behind you, but I wasn't paying extreme attention.
You're supposed to be my captain.
If anyone would have come up behind you, one, I would have put some form of blade or bullet into them. Two, I would have been like, hey, you want to wrestle this guy?
I'm gonna wrestle his dead body, yes.
I wouldn't have killed them. I wouldn't have killed them. I would have maimed them, but not killed them.
Turn the pawn red.
So as y'all are discussing all this, Jim walks by. Y'all found any hint of Achillie yet?
Do you know if Achillie ever would have people stalk? Is that outside of the realm of Achillie possibility?
What do you mean by stalk?
Like, people are getting paid money to be like, hey, here's where these people are. Hey, here's where these people are. Hey, these.
He's like, I can't say I've ever really known him to do that before. But if he's worried about us following him... I mean, is it like they put a hit on us? Because that would be beyond what I think he'd doing it. But if he's just got people kind of on the lookout, maybe?
Not like a death hit, like an information hit.
Yeah, if he's worried about us following him, I can see him maybe doing that. Especially if he left from this station, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the Mercs had some way of sending him a message.
But... from what they said, they were pretty much done with him when they dropped him off on the station. He just told them to cool their jets for a month.
Jim just looks at you.
What?
Yes, I'm sure the Mercs, that he hired to hunker down in fear of us, obviously told us exactly what their conversation with him was.
They fear me.
They didn't even meet you.
That's how much they fear me.
Are we gonna have to have a talk later?
I do like having talks.
Yeah, but
Don't get him started.
it's worrying that I'm the one having to bring it up.
Yeah, you've been awful. I want to wrestle lots of things today. In the past week, for about a good solid week, you've been wanting to just fist fight something.
I don't think my rig is working the way I need it to work. It's done a really good job of holding on to that primal urge that I got when I hit Espergenesis, but it's been not as effective as it used to be.
And to be fair, we haven't really wrestled anything lately.
That too.
Probably for the best, knowing our group crazies.
I have minor
Alright, I
theories.
will be back in a second.
Okay.
I have theories about it. I think even with the rig, I think it only stores up to a finite amount, and then the excess still hits me.
We
But-
could have Hall summon the big robot and you could wrestle it.
I don't even think that would work.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a challenge, first of all.
Have you seen how tall the thing is?
Yes.
Cocky bastard.
I'm not saying I want to go fight. I'm just saying I've been looking for something to... I don't want to say distract me, but for lack of a better term, yes.
Just more to funnel that energy.
There we go.
Well, let's funnel it into go finding Achillie and being like, "What are you doing?
Where's Bane?
Where's Basil?"
She's right there. Stop it.
Where's the blacksmith?
No, Jim, we haven't figured out where the hell Achillie.
Oh, okay.
I imagine Jim just sitting there like, "Oh, these
You
bastards."
guys are having a moment? I'm gonna back off slowly.
Just sitting
Got
there like
the
with a
family
cup
guy
of
back
coffee,
away.
like,
Basically. I can see it.
Maybe if y'all haven't found him, nobody else has.
which
Most
is good
likely.
and bad.
Mostly bad.
Mm,
Just means he's not dead. As far as we know.
as far as we know.
Yet.
Well, gonna sound stupid. We still have his number. Do we want to just call his ass? Be like, "We're so lonely. We miss you."
Fill up his voicemail.
Could give it a shot, I suppose. It's not like it's gonna hurt.
We can call him and Basil and be like, "Hey, how you going?
The only number y'all ever had for Basil was the estate's number.
Okay.
And you know it goes straight to voice message now. But...
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Screw it. Let's just try calling Achilles' voice. Hell,
Okay.
cell phone box.
As soon as you try to make contact, it goes straight to messages. And you can leave in whatever kind of message you want to.
Not gonna do it.
Give me the thing, I'll do it. Please.
I should just be like, "Here, you can talk to him."
I'll call it, and then I'll call it and get to voicemail.
Mm-hmm.
We're just all gonna leave him sad voicemail.
Achillie, it's Armanto. You know, your biggest fan. I can't say that I feel good about being ditched now twice. But, you know, I understand. I kind of understand where you're coming from, knowing all of this. But still, we can just talk about it. You don't have to just get all flighty every time. Just talk about it. Hash it out. I know I'm scary looking, but you can talk to me. I'm pretty good at it sometimes. Just, just talk to me.
Also, the other archaeologists, we got them back to their planet safe.
Cat's making me tell you that we got all the archaeologists back safely, even though you didn't tell us about that. I guess that's it.
Just imagine the voicemail cut off like halfway through it.
Alright, now how y'all want to go about trying to track him down? Because this is all still fairly early in the morning. Well, guy got up at
Probably
10:30,
noonish.
so it's noonish probably, yeah.
I mean, we could just... How unethical are we feeling, gentlemen?
Very, not really, questionable, yes.
Those
Have
were a
you-
lot of conflicting things.
Okay. How about I give you another question, Kat? Have you met me at any point in the last 3 years?
I was mostly asking everyone else.
Yeah.
Mostly asking Aramonto.
Armando and Hall, how unethical do you feel like being today?
I was about to say, he just had this look of, did you not just listen to what I did to this poor schmuck not a few hours ago?
She was just putting it out as a blanket question.
Well, Hull's broken hip in the last month, so
Just HIPAA. Because, I mean, we could always get into the dock cameras, see what ship he may have taken on, try and figure out what direction he would have gone, if he'd filed any flight plans with the station.
that sounds very much up Adrian's alley. Not that I'm volunteering him or anything, I'm just saying it sounds like a lot of stuff Adrian's capable of.
He just side-eyes Armando.
I'll
I've seen what
volunteer.
you can do.
Pardon?
I've seen what you can do at this point.
Okay.
So what is the battle plan?
Cat'll also try shadowing it one more time.
Okay, roll me together or investigate.
Confused,
Yeah.
probably.
Agent will be like, yeah, you check that first.
There's just way too many Bolorola pictures on there right now.
You're starting to think that someone is actively working against you when you enter the shadow net.
Whether that's true or not.
Someone's actively putting Bolarola videos on the front page of the ShadowNet.
It's like how the Google icon changes.
Even when
and
you try to go to that
Bolorolas.
even when you try to go to that forum that the other guy was communicating on, that Adrian knows the specific address for or whatever. Yeah, you can't seem to get access.
You've been banned.
Been shadowed banned from the ShadowNet.
Hmm.
Has her cousin emailed her back?
She has not.
Womp womp.
Don't need to break anything.
I don't know if breaking anything will help.
I can certainly break stuff.
I still don't know if breaking anything will help. Either my just investigative skills are just really cruddy, or I can't get to that forum.
I don't know how the ShadowNet works at all, so you're gonna have to stop them by me.
Okay.
Thing is, she wouldn't have told like Achillie or anyone her ShadowNet information, so the only one she might have told, like how to get in contact with her via ShadowNet would have been her cousin.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
So, I got nothing.
Okay. Am I hacking things then?
Go for it. I mean, I could phone home and call in a favor? I mean, all my family doesn't hate me.
Sounds like most of them do.
Mostly just my dad and brother.
The rest of the family just live in fear of them.
Honestly, yeah.
Fair enough.
Alright, so what is Adrian going to try?
Well, he's gonna see if he could do some passive searching first. Without hacking into anything per se, just sort of like passive stuff to see if Achillie might have been on anything that could be seen that way.
Oh, let's see. What kind of stuff could you access? Because even ship manifests probably wouldn't be just open to the general public.
Yeah. He's trying to see what he can find without having to cause us to go escape really, really fast. Although, more to the point, he will also tell Jim to just get the engines prepped and ready to go just in case.
Jim's like, alright. You know, this is a minor system, but it is on a trade route, so, you know, there could be, you know, a significant police force if, you know, you get too rowdy.
Yeah, well, fortunately, I can't be tracked by mundane means. Yeah, it is a trade route, so there is that problem, but...
But you start poking around in the computers. For stuff you could access without hacking anything, nothing in any newspapers mention Achillie. The conspiracy site has they have an Achilles sighting here, and the date kind of, you know, the date coincides with about the time, you know, within a day or two when the Mercs would have dropped him off. Let's see.
Okay.
But anything, you know, if you want to get a picture of him, you're gonna have to hack into somebody's, you know, surveillance footage, whether it's the Crucibles itself or whether you pick different storefronts that might have a camera facing out, or, you know. Same thing with ship manifests or what have you. Now, one thing you are able to find is Tanna Verkle keeps an apartment here.
Is that the,
That is the Esper he has hired.
the Esper he hired?
Who's still
Yeah,
traveling
okay.
with him.
Huh. He will back out. No, well, I found the apartment of the Esper that he hired.
Isn't that the one that has, like, a system lock better than yours?
It has not better than mine. Similar.
Similar. I recall that we had issues getting into something that they locked down. Or you did.
It was more of I had issues reconstituting data that had been destroyed because of a unfamiliarity with the system itself.
Fair enough.
Yeah, both of them can basically get another system locks the other one puts up. It's kind of what y'all have figured out.
Let's see. Well, what do you hope to find in there?
Hopefully something we can use to figure out where Achillie went.
And are you just sending Yanni?
Yep.
Alright, well, you have fun with that. I'm gonna get some fresh air, because I feel like this is gonna be the last night we're here. Or the last day we're here.
You're probably not wrong.
So, Aramonto will get out of the ship and kind of like take another couple jogs.
Are you leaving the docking bay, or are you just kind of jogging around the hangar areas?
Jogging around the hangar area for now.
Not going half a mile away to the park or anything?
No. I'm just kind of gonna be in close contact. And on the comm, Adrian here's just ding me if you need something.
Yeah, got it. I'll let you know if anything needs punched really hard.
My favorite.
As of right now, yes, which is honestly a little bit worrying these days.
So you send Yanni out to the address.
Yep.
You have no trouble finding it. It's in kind of it's in kind of a middle class area. It's nothing fancy, but it's not low crime rate. Not a bad spot to live.
Okay.
And I say apartment. These are not original to the Crucible. It's kind of like individual houses in this kind of large chamber area of the Crucible.
Mm-hmm.
You can almost think of the Crucible like a kind of a hollow world sort of thing.
Okay.
Where it's just kind of full of tunnels and openings.
Right.
That nobody knows what the original purpose of all of it was. So this is an area where you basically got kind of middle class housing in this area. So it's essentially a small house.
Yeah. He's still gonna give it a shot.
Okay.
To find it basically and see if he can get in.
Yeah, and no trouble tracking down the address at all.
Okay.
There are, let's see. Through here, the houses actually have small lawns. But and hers it seems to be taken care of like everybody else's. Everything about this house just kind of fits in with the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna have
suspiciously so.
He's gonna have Yanni kind of just take a look around.
Okay. Let's see. On the outside, there's like a small kind of gardening shed. In the back, it's got typical equipment. The stuff looks like it's been used, that is used regularly. There's no vehicle or anything. It doesn't have like a garage or a carport or anything. The shades are all drawn, so Yanni can't see anything from the outside.
Yeah.
Of course, he has no problem. Because a system lock does not stop him from phasing through things, does it?
Does a system lock keep him from phasing through, you said?
Yeah.
No. Because a system lock stops digital access.
Okay. So it wouldn't stop... it wouldn't stop you from being able to open a door to a room.
Oh, it would stop that. Because, unless it's like a door that has like a physical handle.
Okay.
If it's like a digital door.
If there was a doorknob, you could still open it. If it had some kind of digital lock, or it was a magnet lock, or, you had a code you had to put in, something like that, it would block. Okay. Well, you know, there's a keypad kind of handprint deal by all the doors.
Mhm.
Or maybe a card,
Yeah.
maybe a card swipe, however they have it set up on Crucibles.
Yeah. Yanni's just gonna go. Interesting. Door. Phew.
The house is almost bare. There is in kind of the living room, sitting room, whatever you want to call it.
Mhm.
You know, there's a couch. There's a large monitor against one wall. You know, there's a kitchen table, but it's all very minimalist.
Yeah.
There's no decorations. The place has the feel of something that's not really lived in regularly. You don't know if this might be just a safe house for her, though it's under her real name, so.
Yeah.
Or if she's just
Could
one of
be.
those people that's out constantly working.
Yeah. Okay, well, he's gonna keep just taking a look around, see if there's anything that might be accessible to figure out, like, where she might have gone or things of that nature.
In one of the bedrooms, there is a console, a computer up against one wall.
Mm-hmm.
It's of course system locked, but
Mm-hmm. He will make an attempt to get through it by activating his black hat.
okay. I think we had discovered last time when you tried to get through one of hers that hers was well, you're both maxed out, but you can get through it if you
Yeah.
burn
But yeah, cybermancers both use their powers are at class 5. That's where they max out.
Mhm.
And then they can choose one class 6, one class 7, one class 8, one class 9 power as they level up, but their powers cap at level 5 base. So their black hat system lock level is equal.
Yeah.
If she's on the same level as Adrian is.
So does that mean you cancel automatic? You can cancel automatically, or you have to roll to get through it?
I believe he'll go through. I want to say.
I think it's like how Dispel Magic works, right? You cast it at the level. No?
When you use this power at rank 3 or higher, you can hack into the effects of talents or techniques used to ward electrical systems, such as System Lock. The target's power rank must be equal to or lower than the rank at which you choose to activate this power. Is what the Ford power says.
Okay.
Equal to or lower. That's what it is, right?
Yes, he should be good to go.
Mhm.
Now, still has to make a computer use roll to actually hack through her security.
Mhm.
You know, which will be pretty good because she's on par with him at least.
Yeah.
Maybe a better.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, gonna make the roll now, I suppose?
Yeah, give me a computer.
Computer. 24.
Yeah, you get in.
Okay.
I mean, not by a whole lot. Hers was pretty high, but
Yeah.
this is mostly set up to auto. She's got an app going on this thing that is basically set up to automatically take care of the rent, the utilities. She pays a lawn guy. You know, you run down the list of stuff. It's not an AI exactly, not a sentient AI. It's an AI more like you think of modern day. So, it's smarter to know that, if it detects a leak somewhere, if a water pipe busts, that sort of thing, it can recognize the problem and send out to have it repaired. It's got access to a small bank account.
Right.
In and amongst all that, you find there that she also pays rent on some dock space.
Okay. Which dock is that?
Oh, you get the location.
Okay. And he will... Yeah, he'll let go of it once he gets all the information he believes he needs that he can get out of her apartment.
Okay.
And because of his cyber masking, there's no record of him ever being there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
He's like a computer ranger, leave no trace.
Basically, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See if I... Hold on. You cannot be targeted by any mundane devices that can be used to track you. And if any clariscent powers are used to observe me, read my thoughts, or learn my whereabouts, come after me, I automatically get advantage on any roll to resist it. So.
Quick, somebody scry on him.
But yeah. Okay, so he'll teleport Yanni back and share that information that he picked up.
Armand has come back at this point from the docks and just kind of...
Have fun.
No. There's this weird guy who kept looking at me, but he didn't look like any of the guys he spooked. Just, large man in armor and a cape. So, fair play.
Yeah.
Maybe he thought you were cute.
I mean, I am. That's still off-putting.
Or maybe he thought, he's stealing my look.
That was me when he was sitting there talking about, it's a large guy in a cape. I thought he was talking about the guy doing the watching.
Same cape!
Hey.
One of us has got to go home and change.
I mean, I'm just going back in here, so you keep doing you.
Okay.
So, what happened? You got anything good?
Well, it's mostly the fact that she has a kind of a dumb AI that keeps an eye on her apartment, basically to flag people if anything breaks or something. She also rents dock space, and I got that. So, and he'll throw that up on the nearby screen.
Throwing up footage, or are you throwing up the address?
The address.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on
Oh, hey,
basically
just pass
the main occupied area, the city, if you will, here on the Crucible. It's kind of on the opposite side from where y'all are parked.
Oh, I was like, Armand was quietly looking. Did I just jog through there? But probably not.
No, you probably haven't made it over to that side of the city yet.
I just went up and down like that. Anyone looking at me weird? I'm just I'm just getting some exercise in. I think we're going to be on a long voyage soon.
And people you randomly said it to on the street like, hey man, whatever, you do you.
They go like this, and I'm like...
Alright, he's clearly up to something. He was volunteering way too much information, like he was feeling guilty about something. We need to get out of here.
Yeah.
Alright, well, shall we then? Or are you just sending Yanni again? I'm not gonna lie, you've been sending... It's cool that you sent Yanni, and Yanni could just do whatever. But I've been cooped up in this damn ship!
Come on, let's go for a walk. grabs him by the back of the rig.
To the space Uber.
Ow, 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 ow.
Not like hard, just like grabbing someone by the ear, kind of. It's too short to reach the ear.
The rig is also surgically attached to him, so...
Not like, you know, gently maneuvers him by the rig.
You're like pulling on... It's like pulling someone with a cast.
See, I'm just picturing, was it Scorpion that would, in Mortal Kombat, that would reach in and just pull the person's whole skeleton out?
Yep.
Grabs him by the spine and just yanks it out and walks off the ship and like, come on, let's go.
As one does.
And he just sort of ungulates after you because he's no longer got bones.
What have you done?
There's the worm all the way across the dock.
Adrian just watching from the ship like, the fuck you doing?
I don't know.
Alright, so who all's going?
I think Adrian's done enough stuff. He's just gonna chill in the ship.
It's like, you'll have fun.
Yeah, basically, like, you kids have fun.
Oh, I'll lend a hand.
Alright, so y'all load up in the, you know, the taxi, space Uber, whatever.
I will say he will send Yanni with them so they can get in touch with him if they need to get him to hack stuff from the ship. He'll just mostly sit this one out.
Lock the door behind us. We'll be back. Do you want anything from the store?
It's always locked in Cinnabons.
I was like, do you want any space cinema? Okay.
Into the campaign, everybody's getting fat based on the sheer amount of time they spend sitting around on the ship and eating Cinnabon.
It's future Cinnabons. There's no calories or carbohydrates in it.
Armando also exercises, like, regularly.
Alright, so you know. It's so... probably a lot of mass transit. So, you know, we'll say 45 minutes and they're driving across town. Specifically through tunnels marked, you know, not for pedestrians.
Mm-hmm.
Or ones that have
Nice.
walkways over on the sides, you know, with kind of the guardrails.
Ah, shit, I forgot my easy tag at home.
Really?
And you arrive at an area of docks, landing pad sort of setup.
Hmm. Is there a ship there?
Well, now you can't see outside from where you're at.
Okay.
Like all this is kind of internal, and then you've got these big bays that actually kind of open up to the surface where some of this stuff is parked.
Gotcha. So I guess we'll just kind of like walk towards where the closer to the address, I guess.
Oh, you find kind of the airlock doors, and they're big where people can move freight in and out. If they've got like trading ships.
How much do you figure this costs?
Probably a lot.
Fuck,
You know, it's-
Yanni, I keep forgetting your fucking...
It's not one of the larger bays you've seen, but yeah, permanently renting space would be
costly.
costly.
Penny.
Any idea? Oh, looks in the general direction of where Yanni where Adrian said that through Yanni, and just like, well, I guess as much as you don't want to do anything, this is your gig.
Now you can go into kind of the control tower for this area, which isn't really a tower. It's like a 1 or 2 story building as it sits on the surface. And then there's a few lower floors that y'all are, that are inside the Crucible where you can access.
It's like one of those things where you go in there and then you kind of go around into it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well,
But there's windowed areas where you could actually, if you go up there, you can actually just look out at individual pads.
I
okay.
was like, do we want to go in is that illegal?
Yes, but we're already this far.
The actual control station area, yeah, you're not really supposed to go there.
We could find like a window to look out of.
Yeah.
I'll rustle somebody in
Okay.
there. It's okay.
Let's go find a window. Let's take a walk.
Think of this as the equivalent of like the small private airfields that, you know.
Except
Which-
huge.
There's one pretty close to me, so yes, I understand that reference.
You've got a cat. I saw the jump prep. I'm like, should I warn or not?
I'm used to it.
We go to find a window.
Okay. And you know, you kind of have to check. Okay, that one goes to that bay. That one goes to that bay. And you find an empty one that matches up with the one owned by Verkle.
Empty, huh?
I just picture us all with like our faces pressed up against the window. Like,
Hello.
Like people trying to look into the nursery at a hospital. Which
yeah,
one's
or
ours?
like getting into exhibits.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
What?
Ain't here. Dock's empty.
I mean, we knew that, right?
Yeah.
We had to know.
Can I inspect to see if there was ever anything docked there? If there was dock space, which means we might be able to uncover when the last time that someone was parked here.
Oh, so give me a perception.
Like, do they turn too sharp and scuff their ship on the side of, parking pole or something?
The other option I was going to do was to actually look up computer and try
I
to
was gonna say,
determine.
I was gonna say I'll help with that question mark.
Okay, so
If he's just perceiving like with his eyes, Armando will that. I thought he was. I also thought he was gonna do like computer use.
Whoa, perception isn't really one that you can aid another. You can make your own roll though.
gotcha. Well, considering the one I roll, that's
Just
obviously.
So yeah, if Armando wants to roll, he certainly can.
Sure, I'll roll.
And while I was on my initial subject, I will see if I can find a computer or.
Natural 20.
What do your special eyes see?
Alright, so Hull spots Cat don't spot nothing. Just Hull, you notice that there are, there's blast marks on the pad like something's taken off. You got no idea how old it is. Armando, you notice that the other pads don't tend to have those blast marks. Like somebody comes by and cleans them pretty regular.
Mm-hmm.
So if this one does, it probably wasn't that long ago that it launched.
Was that perception also?
You'd have to check like their cleaning. You'd have to check like their cleaning, schedule to know how often. They
Right, that's what I was gonna say. Is there like some sort of terminal that would be like this is their cleaning schedule, or maybe even a terminal that's like this would be where they're
I'm on the ball today.
Clearly.
Because I was checking I was trying to check the terminal.
Was that your? Was that you rolling perception to find one, or?
That was computer use.
Okay.
I mean, that
with
would have
an
been
8,
I can at least know there's a terminal over there.
yeah, you're typing away at the terminal, but you're like trying to find you're trying to look her up by her name or something. And
nothing.
the little public access terminal doesn't tell you who's got a bay where.
Okay, you said the blast marks were recent. Is this in what does this kind of bay look like? Is it just like a traditional hangar, or is it kind of like one of those Star Wars ones where you fly all the way in?
The way this stuff goes up, the window you're looking out of, you're looking at the surface of the crucible. The crucible doesn't have an atmosphere. So what you've basically got are landing pads with kind of clear domes that close up over it to hold it, hold an atmosphere, when they're parked.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Armando, you can step over and check on the computer. And you pull up the basic, it's the information they give you in case you're interested in case you're interested in renting some space. And in and amongst that, it mentions the monthly cleaning schedule. Well, they come through and
Sweep it
scrub
out.
the floor, basically scrub the floors and stuff, once a month.
What a nice brochure on this thing.
One thing I just thought about is,
Mhm.
no, they took off recently, and might not be able to check the terminal. Can I actually check the system equipment itself? Basically, seeing I can look at like the hydraulics, and I was like, this thing just opened recently or something like that. I'm trying to check a mechanics roll. Is what I'm looking for here.
Cat-
If you were out there on the surface and had access to the hydraulics themselves, maybe. From here on, kind of the customer service terminal, not really.
Cat's gonna be
Gotcha.
looking around for like people that look like they work the docks regularly, that kind of thing, like mechanics or dock worker people.
Oh, you got that. Like I said, this is kind of a public area, so you've got kind of receptionist types.
Well, it's Armont will finally say out loud. Well, those scuff marks are recent, and they do. All the other ones are clean. They clean these things. Judging on this terminal with my, limited skills here, it's been about a month, at least a month. That not saying she left like this last month, but like it's within the span of a month that they clean these things out.
Yeah.
So we have that. We at least have a time frame. Not a great time frame, but it's something.
Cat will just go up to one of the people and be like, "Hey, just quick curiosity, we got a bet going on. When was the last time the floors were scrubbed for the blast thing?"
She's like, "Oh, well, we're on a monthly schedule to handle that. Hang on just 1 second." And she pulls it up. They were scrubbed about a week ago.
Okay.
Is there anything else?
You wouldn't-
you won,
I'm
yeah,
mentally
you won
thinking.
the bet.
You wouldn't happen to know when they left. We were supposed to drop off something with them, and we got held up at the last station we were at, and we couldn't meet up with them. They said they were going to be gone for like a week or two, but we don't know when they left. She kind of points over at the dock.
She looks out the window. Roll me a persuasion
Oh, come
or
on,
bluff,
guys.
whichever one you're better at. Or
Do you want persuasion or deception? Because they're both the same.
I guess it would be deception because you are lying to this woman.
It would also be the same roll. They're both 11s.
Okay, we'll just go with what you rolled. Then.
Thank God. Don't make me roll again, man. It's my one good roll tonight.
When you look over there, she kind of glances. She's like, "Oh, the hound." Oh yeah, they took off.
There's a dentist lady, does a lot of techno securities. I don't know all the ins and out of it. We just picked something up.
Oh yeah. I've never met the pilot. I'm just familiar with the ships out here.
Okay.
A lot of our clients do long-term storage. I believe the hound is owned by Miss Verkle.
Yeah.
She comes and goes a little bit more than some of our clients, but that still not very often. I mean, but yeah, she left out. Let's see, 4 days ago, 5 days ago, something like that.
Yeah.
You didn't miss her by much.
Yeah.
She's still
customs. Looking for
Yeah.
somebody that stole a bowl roll or something.
She looks at it like she has no idea what that is, because it's cute
little
but
fuzzy thing.
but, yeah, it's a critter from just one particular world. But she's like, I didn't, she didn't list how long she'd be gone, but her space is paid up for a while, so
Oh yeah.
I'm sure
yeah,
she'll be back for too long.
Oh yeah, she didn't happen to mention where she was going, did she? I know she said she had a couple different jobs, but I mean, we're gonna try and either wait here or maybe catch up to her.
No, we don't take. They don't have
Like
to. You know,
flight plans or anything.
no, we monitor. We monitor kind of the near space. For when they're getting into orbit. But once they're synced up, where they jump to isn't really something recorded here. And I couldn't give you access to that information.
Oh,
anyway.
yeah, absolutely.
She's kind of talking to you like she assumes you don't really know how the space flight stuff really works.
I've never seen a spaceship in my life. No.
She's not quite that bad, but yeah.
All right, awesome. Thank you for your time. I'll just get out of your hair. We had a bet on the whole
Oh yeah, that's no
burn
problem.
pattern thing. Have a good, and just keeps walking.
An odd woman.
4 or 5 days. Ship's called the Hound.
The Hound, huh?
Yep.
Question, and this is directed in the general direction. The last place he heard Yanni.
What's up? Comes from the other side.
Yeah.
Directly behind him.
Fucking every time. If when people check into these crucibles, do they? Is it is it one of those? This is the last crucible they did, like a flight path or something.
Generally, that is generally one of the questions that is asked. Not that you've had problems really with diseases spreading really bad, but it's kind of a holdover from the days when they had to be careful of that sort of thing. Kind of like now, if you're flying around, everybody wants to make sure you haven't been to China recently, that sort of thing.
Tell me about it.
Got a woman at work that husband is a air marshal. So every time she coughs, I declare that she's infecting us with the coronavirus.
Clearly.
But apparently the marshals get checked regularly for that.
Yeah.
I'd imagine so.
So yes, if you got into the Crucible's records, well, she was leaving from here though, but you could technically find out that it's kind of honor system in that it's kind of hard for them to really know for sure.
Yeah, they could just. I imagine they could just straight up lie,
But most ships just do it automatically. So unless somebody thought to falsify it.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm
there's
gonna
that.
hazard a guess and say that you needed me to hack into something.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just just putting the ideas out there.
I'm just saying we need this information. I'm not telling you it's something illegal to acquire.
I would never tell somebody to do anything illegal.
No, wait, I've got this, guys. I'm a great hacker.
Insight check. A 2.
She's lying.
Oh no, he rolled a 2. Oh, she must have taught Adrian everything he knows.
Wait. Yeah, she could totally out-hack Adrian.
She just don't want to make him feel bad.
Yeah.
One moment. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the control station.
Right. So the rest of y'all are leaving the hangar area, though?
Just going back to the Roustabout, I guess.
Okay.
Grabbing.
Get some space Cinnabon on the way, yeah.
One of these days, Cinnabon's gonna go, yo, you all talk about us a lot.
Eventually, we'll trip an algorithm.
Yeah.
They're either gonna give us a cease and desist, or they're gonna sponsor the show.
One of the two.
Yeah. This is Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite Cinnabon on this.
We're a mess.
We got how many more episodes to make this happen, guys?
I can go check my list, but
technically the entirety of campaign 2, where we're actually.
I was gonna say the entire
out in the city.
Yeah. Alabama has a Cinnabon somewhere.
I think we've got 7 or 8 episodes left of this one.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Don't have that much longer, I don't think.
That's what Maddie kept saying.
No, let's see, one.
It's till the end of next month, and there's 5 Tuesdays next month.
Technically 5.
The campaign is over when the DM says the campaign is over.
Well, that's true, but I'm trying to stick more or less to a schedule.
Yeah.
The ride never ends.
You can get off the ride when Burt Reynolds says you can get off the ride.
Oh, you're right. This is the last one of this month.
Yeah, it
Where
is.
does the
Yeah.
time fly?
Tell me about it. All right. Well, we're on a map.
What could that possibly mean?
Armato loves
gonna
it.
be really happy.
Armato loves it. Jeremy's a little cautious.
It
Just
has
like,
been
A wild map
ages
appears.
since we've seen this map.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's one thing
Oh,
that
wow.
I'm really glad about the game we're going into, is that it's not all that tactical, so I don't have to worry about trying to come up with maps or reusing maps.
Yeah, this
Ain't
is
that the truth?
because this is just so you know, this is the original map that we started this campaign on.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's coming back full circle.
Or me being too lazy to make another custom map. It could be.
No,
either
no,
one.
no. Let's go with good times. Good times and memories.
Yeah.
But you know, all I need is a corridor in a Crucible station. This was a corridor
this
for a
is
space
Cinnabon.
station, so
That's a Cinnabon.
Right there, that's the Cinnabon.
It's
I
just a
think
guy
I
with like
might
little
see
things.
the one we lit on fire.
yeah, that's over here. All right. So y'all step out the door here. There's people walking all over the place. Quick little perception checks from everybody.
Natural one.
Well, you're off to a good start.
Ouch.
Armando's like, I feel like
Ah.
we're fighting something.
Oh, it's yeah. A little.
The skin under his
That was better.
the skin underneath his armor the hair in his armor just stand up.
All right,
His
and what,
like hair's doing this like Ghibli thing where it's like,
and what did you say Armando got?
Natural one. So
Okay.
5.
So you don't notice anything in particular at
Nope.
first. Going to say Cat probably doesn't.
it's gonna be great because Adrian's back at the ship.
Yeah, well, you know, Yanni's with you,
Here we go, Yanni!
and he is a fearsome fighter.
Sprite beam and then stuff.
With a
Jump right to the
22, Hole, as you step out, you notice, you know, like I said, you got lots of folks walking around here. You know, families, random folk.
Oh, where are we stepping? Oh, there we are.
Yeah, y'all are right here.
Yes. Let me bring my token up then.
Oh, I
It's a-
thought I dropped you on the map.
It's up there.
Oh, there I am. Never mind.
Yeah, I think only Yanni doesn't have a token on there.
Oh, say, I was noticing what now?
Ah, yes. You notice from around a corner over here, you know, somewhere kind of in this area, a decent-sized little group of people walking together, kind of around the corner.
Then maybe I should blow up the map a little more because I still didn't see where you were clicking.
Oh, it's over on the far right side.
Far.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't have any
Okay,
pictures
right
of
here.
them down.
Yeah, there you go.
So
Okay.
you see
So
a
some,
bunch of people in just, you know, regular clothes. They look like anybody else walking around. They're just kind of clustered up. Over
Are they
here on the
snapping
far
and
left
walking?
side, walking down the corridor, you see six guys, and they're all in kind of long coats.
Shit, the Jets and the Sharks.
You know, I mean, they're different colors, different styles, but it's all kind of the long, bulky coats.
like they were concealing something.
Could be. They also, I mean, it's a little hard to tell from a distance, but you rolled pretty good, so you're pretty sure they're all Promethean, too.
I was only a 13 for a insight roll, but they're all Promethean, you say?
Yep. And both of those groups pick up their pace when they see you.
Both.
Well, the Prometheans pick up their pace when they see you. The other guys, it's like you stepped out and then they immediately came around the corner.
When you're a jet, you're the jet.
Oh, hold on. Which ones? Where's that? The guys in the coats?
Yeah, the guys in the coats are kind of over here on the left.
No. That last part, I didn't hear what you said. You said once we stepped around the corner, these guys.
Once you stepped out, that first group I was describing came around a corner.
I see.
Kind of just off the map.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, all of this is flagging you as odd.
Yeah.
Greaser, those oceans, the jets and the sharks.
Do you say anything to the rest of the party?
Oh, yes.
Alright, so there's no surprise round. The guys over here kind of all let their coats drop open. They are armored and armed.
It's me, grandmother Anastasia.
Alright, now, why is this not working? Oh, I know why. That's much better. Like I said, they're all wearing combat armor. It's pretty generic. There's no real identifying markers on it.
Mm-hmm.
But it all appears to be fairly new. The group
I've seen them
over
at this
on
point.
the far side, on the opposite side,
Mhm.
they sort of flicker.
Flicker.
The Prometheans?
Oh.
Not the Prometheans, the other ones. The ones that look perfectly normal, just bunched up. Now they don't look the least bit normal.
Perfectly normal. Are they flickering in a rainbow pattern?
No, they just flicker, and it's like that image fades, and they don't look normal no more.
It's like they had a mask on.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mask.
Oh crap! That's right. The picture in the book. The picture is on the. I've got it on the PDF, which I cannot hold up for you to see.
Power Rangers.
Hull, you immediately recognize what all of these individuals are. The rest of you recognize what most of them are. You have fought one of them before.
I haven't.
No, that's correct. I forgot. Armanto was not here for the.
I'm assuming Shadow Technocracy. Jeremy is. Armato has no idea.
Jeremy would be correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Looks like 6 of those samurai type guys. And then the one the rest of you don't recognize, but that the whole would, you recognize a shadow technocrat.
Oh.
You know they are they're big deals.
Yeah, they're the Supreme Hydras kind of thing, aren't they?
Yeah, kind of.
Baskets.
They've got a fashion sense kind of like Kat and Adrian, though. You can't see their faces. It's just blank with kind of a glowing circle with a line through it. Like a power.
Finally, a worthy opponent.
Nice mask!
This may be an appropriate time for congratulating our fashion sense.
She wasn't really yelling that.
The Prometheans looked a little startled by this turn of events as well.
Oh.
Does Kat recognize any of the Prometheans at a quick glance?
No, they're not any individuals, you know.
Come on, all Prometheans know each other.
I do not believe that's true.
Neither do I.
I mean,
Totally
maybe if
true.
we were playing the old TSR Marvel game, where every Native American hero had a contact that was also a Native American hero.
That's just racist.
Didn't even matter if they lived in the same time period. Warpath from the New Mutants, he knew Red Wolf, one of their old Western characters.
Just how it goes, man.
Yeah, apparently.
Armato like shudders and he's like,
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy, you want to go wrestle?
I'm not a fucking dog.
I have this. His wrestling sense is tingling.
Fine, then
I'm
you're
not
not
a fucking
allowed to
dog.
fight.
No, he didn't let me finish. I'm not a fucking dog, but yes.
I'm not a dog, so you don't want me to let go of this leash? No, let go of the leash. Somebody screams. The crowd has noticed these two groups of heavily armored somethings. As the technocrat decloaks or demasks, all the lights in this corridor go off. Everything seems to power down. Emergency lights come on. You can see, everybody can still see. But like all the all the monitors on the walls, the little food dispensers, the lights on the kiosk, all that kind of stuff just goes poof.
No, the Cinnabons are gonna get cold.
Are these guys related?
No, but they both hate us.
Of course
Maybe
they do.
they can hate each other. Maybe. They didn't seem happy to see each other.
Okay, you guys fight before we start fighting.
You guys, go. Winner gets to fight us.
You hear the Prometheans yell, "Concentrate on the priority target."
Is that you?
I don't fucking know. We're gonna find out, though, I'm guessing.
Yeah, we are.
Cat's like pulling the sniper rifle off. Don't ask her how she got it on mass transit. She just did.
On
It's
the
my
other
emotional
side,
support
the
sniper
technocrat
rifle.
gestures towards you. Secure the targets. Eliminate anyone that interferes. Or... Actually, he says secure the targets. No witnesses. And all the samurai guys pop their swords.
I can do that too, motherfuckers.
Adrian's just
We are
gonna
literally in a
pause,
Mexican standoff. It's great.
seeing this nonsense happening right now. And he's just gonna, well, alright, they asked for it. And he's gonna basically use one of his powers to allow him to remote access places, which allows him to go straight through any kind of jamming. And he's gonna contact station security.
Really think the Shadow Technocracy could whoop the station security's ass.
Yeah, considering how big of a deal they are usually secrecy, the fact that they're out in the open right now is a big deal.
So yes, you poke. There is jamming. Apparently, communication all over the city has gone down.
Okay.
You're able to punch through it, a la your ability. So the station security captain is surprised when your communique comes through.
Hello?
Hey, we got a channel working apparently. Yes,
It's
this is
an
station
Esper
security.
power.
How can we help you?
He throws up an image of what's happening in that hallway. Might want to do something about that.
You hear you just hear a holy shit.
Armanto's running that way towards the samurais.
Screaming.
And he starts yelling to officers, or he starts yelling off what's going on. Kind of, you get the impression everybody in that station at least is about to flood out. You're not 100% sure where that is in relation to everybody else, though.
Yeah.
And all communication being jammed means folks already out on patrol, they can't call.
two groups that hate us coming at us at the same time. I put a hand on Cat's shoulder. Spin an honor, Cat. I just stand my ground next.
Wait, we're dying.
I stand my ground. I stand my ground right next to her, facing the shadow technocracy.
No, fuck this. I ain't dying on no backwater ass station.
All right, so let's roll initiative.
Really initiative. You gotta hand it to me.
I didn't roll
Everything's
anything.
that's-
fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
I never get to use my fun, like, if you get the first hit on somebody.
What the hell happened to my character sheet here?
Everybody's just
It's-
been acting
yeah.
weird today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you put Armand on the tracker?
Why do my big bats always roll single digits for initiative?
Because so do your party
Okay.
half the time.
Okay, let's just roll it normally then. It's
I'm gonna go ahead and roll for Adrian too, just because he's gonna.
well, I didn't do much better. On the plus side, Cat, you beat me.
I got a 6.
Hey, we're going at the same time. Oh wait, your
Shadow
dex is higher. Nope,
Technocrat.
you're going first.
Oh, good. At least my big bat isn't going last.
Yeah, I just want to use that. I haven't got to use it since level 3.
You might be able to use this round.
Maybe.
Maybe.
All right, Samurai's going to 10. Troopers go. We flip over to the troopers. Alright, troopers go on a 17. And their boss on a 6. Because of course.
It's like 4 people going on 6.
It's a lot, yeah. Alright, descending order. Oh, wait. I gotta give Patrick a turn because he,
Yeah.
And what was it you got, Patrick? An 8?
Yes.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and throw an Adrian off in the shadowy area just so I can give him a turn, though.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Just saying, Adrian. What?
And what was it you got for your initiative, Adrian?
6.
Or did Adrian get for the initiative? Oh, he was another one.
I got a 6. Yeah.
Alright, so everybody has 6s. Alright. Alright, descending order then. What is Adrian's dex modifier?
+3.
What is Armato's dex modifier?
+1.
Alright.
The roll trying will automatically do it.
Well, I put Adrian's in manually, so I wanted to make sure it listed him correctly, and it did. Let's see, and those guys. Oh, these guys should actually be up above Adrian, because they have the highest of dexes.
Interesting.
And everybody else had something different. We end the round with 666. Great.
You did this to yourself.
This is how we die.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, the campaign's done early.
Well, I've never ended a campaign with a TPK.
First time for everything.
You know, I've killed a couple of players at the conclusion before. I think Tiamat fell on him, but
There's 13 dudes, dude.
look, Running away is always an option. And civilians will go last in the round. Not going to bother giving them like an initiative number. It doesn't matter. Alright, so the top of the order are the troopers. Huh, how did I wind up with 2 of the commanders over here? Oh, well, that's not right. So 5, 10.
Get out of here, kid.
They seem to be ignoring that, you know, you heard the technocrat guy say no witnesses. Mm-hmm. These guys seem to be ignoring the crowd. One of them shouts to all of you, drop your weapons down on the ground.
Fuck you.
Another one of them seems to be directing. You know, he's shouting too, but he seems to be directing at the Shadow Technocracy guys. Basically, you know, don't interfere.
Fine.
You know, don't interfere. You know, we're taking these targets with us.
You two fight over us. Go.
Let's see. Do they hold their actions to see what they hold their attack to see what you're going to do. Then it's the samurai's turn. And they move. Do they have a jacked up movement or are they just... Let's see, the technocrat moves normal. Well, what about the technocracy? Oh yeah, I forgot the samurai can fly. He didn't really come up with the last time y'all ran into one.
That's because...
So they spring forward, and it's like watching, you know, anime ninjas or samurais just kind of flash forward. Because they fly quite quickly.
Like the wind, you would say.
So this one moves his 90 feet.
Fuck.
Yeah, guys, running away is an option.
Oh, one of the...
At least I don't have to get... At least I don't have...
Well, you know, if you get to a vehicle, vehicles move fast too, so...
This killbot isn't concentration.
Let's see. So it gets there. Fires a couple of proton beams. You know, the sword's in one hand. He kind of holds his hand up, and Iron Man's, you know, a couple of shots out of it.
Who's he firing at?
The troopers.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay with this.
That one copies. That one copies. And the troopers start unloading on them, so there is an exchange of gunfire here. And that's about half of them seem to be engaging the troopers. The other half seem to be beelining for you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Oh yeah, he has no trouble getting right next to Hull. What is... Colrum, that was your last name.
Yes. How am I reacting to this situation?
But yes, he flies up to you. Hull Koran?
Yes. Corum.
Corum. Oh, I must have typed. Did I type it in wrong?
No, you spelled... That's Corum.
Corum.
Sorry.
I just put the emphasis on the wrong syllables. Okay. He flies up, calls you by name, tells you that you will stand down and come with them. They're taking you back where you belong.
Well, considering what I know the end result is, I'm gonna have to politely decline. And, well, for one, Killbot takes up a defensive position here.
That's not your turn yet. Wait till your turn. I'm just telling you, he's walking, making his demands, and holding his sword threateningly. The other one moves up here.
Big guy with a big sword.
Yeah.
It's meant to be.
Range.
It's meant to be.
That's the trick. They kind of want you all alive, but this guy's a combatant. And he sees the battle lust in your eyes. He's just taking a
Yes.
Well, they wanted them all, but I think I can maim this guy first, just to be safe. So it's a space knight versus a space samurai. Alright, multi-attack. Samurai makes 3 plasma long blade attacks.
Jesus fuck. Bring it on.
2 beam attacks.
Oh shit, they have Francis' sword. We can steal it.
Armanto's thinking way ahead of you on that.
He's gonna get like all of them. He's gonna just unleash like General Grievous. Another sword for my collection. That's a lot of dice click-clacking around there, by the way.
They're all D20s, don't worry about it.
Cool.
Alright, so his lowest roll... let's see, where's his sword attack? Okay, the lowest roll's a 10, so I know that one's not going to hit.
Okay.
The next one is a 22.
Hits.
And the other one's a 24.
Okay, I was like, are you gonna tell me the other one crit? Because I'm gonna fight.
No, there's no crits. There are no crits.
Okay, then yeah, those 2 hit.
So it's a D8 plus 3.
Okay. Is this considered a magical weapon?
Excuse me, it's a D20. I mean a D10 because he's holding it two-handed.
Okay. Is this a magical weapon or a forged weapon? Sorry.
The samurai's weapon attacks are considered forging attacks, bypassing resistances to mundane weapons.
Alrighty.
And then let's see, the D10 of slashing and 48 of fire.
They really do have Francis' sword.
Yeah, that's where Francis got it from.
Okay.
We're stealing every single one of these swords. If we survive. At least this guy's.
This guy's gonna take me out in like 2 hits, so nice knowing y'all.
11, 12, 13.
No one's dying on my watch. Literally because I have the basically resuscitate spell.
Alright, 23 points of damage on the first hit.
Okay, that's... Okay.
Ow.
Yeah, that's a thing. You know what, on the second attack, I'm just going to use the kind of average damage they have listed just to speed this up.
Okay.
So that's 7 and 18.
Or less.
Oh, well, that's actually more damage than he rolled. Oh, the first one. 24 points of damage from the second attack.
Alright. feel like I parry one and it's like, what the fuck? Ow!
He moves like lightning. It's kind of like he comes up like that and you block it and he just kind of spins it around and catches you and then catches you again.
Alright.
Unimpressed Space Samurai is unimpressed. Let's see, this guy here sees Killbot appear. So he's going to beeline for Killbot. Alright, it's a natural 1 on one of the dice. So that's going to be a miss. And then he got a 16 and a 15. What is Killbot's AC?
Look that up real quick. Where is Killbot's? It's over. It should be. Does he have a character? Yes, he does. Okay, that's the nut. That's not the. Hang on.
Okay.
Because I pulled up his character sheet, but unfortunately, I'm getting the same problem everyone else is having.
Oh yeah, the stuff's not loading properly.
See if I can find.
Let me see if I can pull up any better on mine.
Okay. I had a Word document with it just in case. 13.
Okay. So that was I said it was a 16 and a 15, so they both hit. So that is 48 points of damage Killbot takes.
And Killbot goes down.
But that's damage the party wasn't taking.
Yeah.
Yet.
Alas, poor Killbot.
Though he falls, he shall be built again.
He falls, but out of his rubble, you will build him up stronger. All right, so that's all the samurai. Cat, your go.
Sam R.I.
Taking a shot at this guy. He's engaged, so advantage.
Yeah.
And Death Strike.
Yes, very much so.
23.
Let's see. Samurais. Yes, that definitely hits.
$30 points. And a motherfucker! Stop hitting my friend.
Oh my god, they killed Killbot! You bastards!
I don't think she was talking about Killbot, but
Oh.
she's shooting the guy that shot Armato, hit Armato a couple times. Alright, so that was 20, 30. Oh, 30 points of damage even. That's easy to keep up with. And that's not quite half of his health in one hit, but it's a pretty good chunk.
Still, there's 13 of them.
Well, there's some that are occupied right now.
Oh, what kind of damage were you doing? Oh, wait, forged
piercing.
weapon.
It's a forged
Piercing
weapon.
forged weapon, yeah.
Okay, piercing is not one of theirs anyway. What about
Yeah,
immunity?
but it's a forged weapon.
Alright, so yeah, none of their resistances or immunities come into it.
Woo.
Okay, so yeah, he takes that full damage, and yeah, you look like you put a hurting on him.
And even though these guys can move 90 feet, bonus action disengage and move 2, 3, 4 over here, so she can't get anyone here or.
Well, you didn't have
This is
to,
like
you didn't have to disengage as far as the action disengage, because
it makes her feel better.
okay.
Jumps backwards, fancy, and just flees like whoop, 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 whoop. Zoidberg's across there.
Yeah.
Hole, your go.
Okay. Opciones.
Very many.
You have two guys in base-to-base contact with you.
The target-rich environment.
It is
Yes.
a target-rich environment.
Well, I have something I'd like to do. This would probably be a smarter one, so it's 5 to... how big is that? Go to central page. There you go. Da, 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 da.
So what is old Hole planning?
And counting it out, these guys are just outside of 30 feet right here. The civilians, I mean.
From you... Yes, just outside.
Excellent. Because these 4 samurais get the torch.
Is Armanto in line with that?
I
have
think
resistance to
he'll
it
be
anyway.
fine because it'll hit that first one with just a 1 block, and then it'll be 2.
Okay. So it'd go like 1, 2, and then like 3.
Yeah.
Downward, but yes.
Well, he's
Yeah.
he's angling it down to.
Okay.
It's like,
I just want to make sure there's no friendly fire, man.
Yeah.
In this case, literally, and to which I actually yell out as a free action to the civilians nearby. Flee the area immediately! And
Oh, come on, you can do a full Steward of Gondor. Flee! Flee for your lives!
flee, you fools!
fly, you fools!
Then you have a D&D style wizard punch you out of nowhere. Back to your post!
It's
that's
Armand.
Okay,
basically
so those 4 are gonna need to give me
Dex saving throws?
yes.
You're good at those.
I was gonna say it's ninjas.
Yeah, I know.
They'll take some kind of damage. Unless you're gonna tell me they have evasion.
Okay, that roll sucks, and that roll sucks. What's the DC I'm looking for here?
In my case, I believe it's actually
Be based on
16.
Alright, so 14's not going to do it.
Nope.
Hang on here. What was I looking at? Okay, I have fouled something up in the initiative order. Hang on a second. I think I had the samurais go when the troopers were supposed. No?
No, because the last.
Oh no. That's right. I just forgot half of you rolled single digits. That's what was throwing me off. It's like,
Yeah.
the samurais only had a 10. How are they already gone? But that's right. You all suck.
Jesus, thanks.
On
Oh,
initiative. On
damn.
initiative. Maybe it was the troopers that had the plus. Okay. Anyway, the samurai's roll was not as high as I was thinking. Their dex is not as high as I was thinking. So it was actually an 11 and a 9, which, also failed. The other one got a 19, or a 18 and a 20 on the other 2.
Alright, so they'll take half
Yeah,
damage.
the 2 on the back end here, blue and red, the blue dot and red dot take half damage, green and yellow take 4.
And how. I'm checking.
I'm assuming this is that flamethrower gauntlet you had up, that you built up earlier.
Yes. Yeah, that's like I get it at 2nd level, so. Ooh, does it have that plus your. Good to know. $21 points of damage.
That's nice.
It's
Green
actually-
there is looking particularly bad.
And to which this guy, the orange guy who ran up and said, "Surrender and turn to your rightful place," it says, "Oh, well, I'm certain I could, but flamethrower off to the side."
Well, I could do that, and then that happened.
Whoops, my hand slipped.
You know how you used to make fun of me? So, yeah, that was like, then burn!
Alright, so that was whole, and I don't guess you really want to move.
Well, I really can't without getting, problems.
A couple of plasma swords to your back, yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, Next up is the Shadow Technocrat. He does not move 90. He just kind of strolls forward.
See, like, T100 side? Just kind of walking.
6. As he walks past, you see this woman and her kid, and this person here. You see him kind of shaking their head, just like his presence is doing something.
Oh.
Let's see, and that, how far is that? Oh, within 30 feet of him, so... Alright, so all of y'all are out of range of this effect for right now. Unless he double moves. Yeah, he's going to double move because he's still in the mood to take you alive at the moment. So as he gets here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 30.
I'm in range.
You're in range. Armado's in range. Hole is in range. Cat is out of range. And let's throw a mini down for Yanni. Because Yanni counts as a creature, so I think he'd have to make this save as well.
What kind of save is this, Jason?
Ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. It is a wisdom wisdom saving throw.
Everyone around me gets a +3, which is just Hole and probably Yanni.
Let's say yeah.
Is this?
Yanni
Yeah.
gets automatic advantage too.
Yeah. Is this a charm or a frighten effect?
He does not say that it is either one of those.
Okay.
Is it a poison or disease?
No, it is not that.
Okay, just checking.
Alright. So it's a
Rest
wisdom
me at
save?
straws and give me a wisdom
Okay.
save.
Alright.
So Yanni
Yeesh.
got a 20.
Let's see, you needed an 18, so Yanni is fine. Hole is
I
definitely
failed my
fine.
save.
And what did
I failed my save.
Oh,
Womp, 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 womp. On a failed save, the creature has disadvantage for 1 minute on Wisdom and Charisma ability checks and on
Okay.
Wisdom and Charisma saving throws.
That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. But okay.
Oh no, it doesn't. It doesn't really do anything to you by
I-
itself.
All it's going to do is give me... It's gonna level out any charm or frighten that you're going to throw at me because I already have advantage on them. So it's
Well,
going
it's
to just
still,
be a straight
it's
roll.
still advantageous to him.
Yes.
Yeah.
As much as I hate to do this, we 7 minutes.
You broke up there. What?
I was like, as much as I hate to do this, we have like 7 minutes.
Yeah.
We're going to finish
Even-
up. We're
even-
probably going to finish up this round
Okay.
and call it.
Okay.
Call it a day.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm gonna finish killing your characters and then.
I was like, Armando wants to go.
So that was the Technocrat's turn.
Mhm.
Then it is their command, the Promethean commander back here. Runs up with his troops. He exchanges some fire, and these two groups are damaging each other some. It's
So it's those 6 against those 3. Effectively.
yes. Let me jot down just a little bit of damage on some of these guys. Ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. And then it is Adrian's turn. Through Yanni.
Mm-hmm. Let me double check some of these powers here. How far away are they again?
How far away are they from?
From the ship.
From the roustabout.
Oh, they're on the other side of town, so you're talking a mile or two.
Okay, yeah, there's no way in hell Adrian's gonna be able to get there at any
No, not in
amount of
person.
time. No, okay.
I thought of something, but I'm not quite. I shouldn't help.
You know what? Actually, I know what he's gonna do. Let's see. So our team is all bunched up together. Okay. Yanni's gonna fly down here to Armanto. Gonna tap Armanto with his pincer. Through Adrian, mentally reach out to Hull and Cat. And Adrian from the ship is going to use Obfuscate and make all three of them go invisible.
Okay, so Yanni has to touch Armanto.
Yeah, it's a power of touch. And Adrian can, because it's a 5th level power, he can technically cloak up to 4 people.
Do they have to be within a certain distance from each other?
Let me double check.
Because Cal was like, I'm going over here!
You can target 1 additional creature for each rank above 2.
And there's no range or anything on that?
It's a touch power, but I can use any power of touch through that has a touch range through Yanni.
So he touches Armando and the rest would be...
And then he's choosing Cat and Hull as his 2 other obfuscate targets.
Okay. Hell, even Cat's not very far away, not all that far away from Yanni.
Yeah.
Alright, Riff says I'll allow it.
Alright. So, invisible Yanni just flows up. Armando feels a tap on the back of his head, and then all 3 of them just go... just vanish.
Let's see. Armanto, you're up.
You can hit something, make yourself visible again.
I will say also, as a free action, he'll yell to Jim, "Get the Roustabout over to the other end of town." Like, right now.
On it!
As he throws up a side screen to Jim to show what the hell's happening in that hallway right now.
Now, the majority of this city is underground. But the docking bays, the landing pads over there were clear.
Yeah, figure if Adrian needs to get involved physically, that'd be the fastest way for him to get there, is on the Roustabout. Just occurred to me. Sorry. Continue.
Armanto's going to do the sidestep thing to get here to here.
Okay.
Still invisible.
For the moment.
Yeah. Working on it. He's going to reach within. He's going to just think about that time where he hit Espergenesis. He just took out several people at once. And he casts Celerity on himself. I believe casting a harmful spell is what breaks invisibility, correct?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay,
I think you could sit there, heal yourself or heal a buddy.
Right. So, action, cast Celerity on myself.
Let me double check.
I'm going to mark your figure here with a lightning bolt.
The effect ends for a target that attacks or uses a talent or technique.
Oh, okay, so it would. Do you wish to rethink your action?
It's a greater obfuscation, I believe, that allows what you wanted to do.
Okay.
Which I do not have, because that's a 6th level power.
That's the equivalent of greater invisibility.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's just gonna strike from invisibility then.
All right.
So the first one has advantage.
Okay.
Because he's invisible. I'm hitting the green guy. Both 17s, so that's natural 17 plus 7, I think.
Okay. Their AC is
yeah.
18, so you definitely hit with that.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh, it's plus 8. Never mind. Okay. 2, 6 plus 3. That is 8, 9, 10, 10 points of damage of forged slashing damage.
Okay. He looks horrible, but he is still alive.
I'm gonna strike again. Second attack. That is not gonna hit. That's a 3 on the dice.
Ah, yes, that's, yeah.
I miss. And as a bonus action, I'm going to look at this guy right here,
Mm-hmm.
The technocrat.
the technocrat, and I'm going to use. Is this also action? Okay. I'm going to use Slayer's Mark. That's a bonus action. So.
So you kind of go whack
then,
whack you.
Because he knows his head's getting fucked, and he knows it's that person. Wait a minute. I had advantage on that roll, or 'cause I have advantage
The last
on it.
attack roll?
Oh no, it's Esper power.
Ah.
The technocrat, is that an Esper power, or is that just a thing he does?
It's not specifically a power. It's just in his ability list.
Gotcha. Okay, never mind then. We're good. Yeah. So he knows his mind's getting fucked with. He's like, you. His rig flares up menacingly, and that's my turn.
All right, that brings us back to the top of the order, but it is 9:01 by my clock.
Yeah, it is.
So we'll wrap this episode here cliffhangery.
What will befall our heroes? Wait till the next episode.
You know, if it was a TV show,
we
the
all
camera would be
die.
pulling back from y'all, and then kind of up over the city as the Roustabout's jetting across.
Phew.
Just blast everyone with the cannons, please.
Because all the
Okay.
communication is jammed, so there was no asking permission to take off. You just took off.
But do we really ask much permission for anything?
That's also fair.
There are limits to how much trouble you want to get yourself into.
Yeah,
You're
but
trying
I
to
mean,
peeve off the guys in charge of crucibles and stuff.
generally,
They let armed people on the crucible.
it's the shadow technocracy and whatever these guys are.
All right, but we'll wrap up here. Hope y'all had a good time. I enjoyed running.
Boy.
I meant to get to the fight a little quicker to get it wrapped up, but yeah, stuff happens. Anybody watching at home, I hope y'all had a good time. I know we had a few people in the chat off and on.
Yeah, we did.
So tune in next week to find out what happens. And to find out if they ever manage to track this one old man down that they just cannot keep up with.
It's been an honor to TPK with you guys.
It's like, we'll get out of here, we just got obfuscated. And Armando's gonna go hit somebody.
Alright, everybody, you're invisible. Whack! Alright. We'll just have to find a third sentinel, it'll be fine. I mean, look how quick we discovered this one when we lost our first one.
This is fine.
So anyway, I've been the GM for the evening, Jason, and with me has been Sarah playing Cat, Jeremy playing Armando, Eric playing Adrian, and Patrick playing Hull. And we will see you next time.
We are the Nerd Turtle Network.